Think of all the things you do every day. We wake up, eat, exercise, and work. All of these actions are possible thanks to the proper functioning of our bodies. Let's take a closer look. Closer. Even closer. The functions in our bodies are coordinated by managers as small as the genes in our DNA. These genes determine the development of certain proteins, hormones, or growth factors inside our cells, determining their function and behavior depending on certain conditions. For example, when a person loses blood, a growth factor called erythropoietin starts circulating in the blood torrent and orders the bone marrow to create more blood cells. Other proteins regulate the growth, proliferation, and death of cells. If a new cell carries some sort of mutation, for example, the tumor suppressor protein, p53, will stop the abnormal cell from further dividing and thus preventing it from growing into a tumor. But then, what happens when the managers can't do their work? When that happens, a very dangerous criminal can get loose. When the cell management agents mutate or get damaged, abnormal cells may continue to duplicate themselves without control, evolving into some type of cancer. Often, these cells crowd themselves in one spot of tissue, developing tumors. In other cases, like leukemia, the abnormal cells are not concentrated in one place, but outnumber the healthy cells they were supposed to be. Several types of mutations can cause an abnormal cell behavior. These can be on or off mutations. An on mutation orders the cell to continuously divide and multiply excessively. In an off mutation, the order for damaged and old cells to die is lost and they start accumulating. Other mutations can occur when the gene is incomplete, when some part of a chromosome reorganizes in the wrong place, or there's a very small defect in the DNA. In other cases, the gene can be normal, but a virus enters the body and corrupts it, originating cancer cells. Now, several studies and media claim that eating certain foods can either cause or prevent cancer. While some essays made on cultures and animal models do show that some food components may be carcinogenic or anti-carcinogenic, the same studies on humans do not show that diet itself causes cancer, but rather that it can increase or decrease the risk of getting it. For example, alcohol consumption is one of the known human carcinogenics. An excess consumption of alcoholic drinks, which is averaged as more than 3 drinks for women and 4 drinks for men a day, is shown to increase the risk of getting several types of cancers, such as liver, breast, and esophagus cancer. This is due to several chemical reactions that occur in the body when it metabolizes alcohol, generating substances that can damage the DNA, such as acetaldehyde, or that increase the levels of certain hormones, like estrogen. Another risk factor that has been studied is the cooking of any kind of meat with high heat methods, such as charcoal. This method allows the formation of hydroxycitric acid and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon, chemicals that, in big quantities, can cause breast, lung, and skin cancer in animals. On the other hand, some have claimed that resveratrol, a substance present in grapes, raspberries, and peanuts, can prevent or heal cancer, but there are not enough studies in humans to conclude this as true. Some potential cancer-preventing foods are cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, cabbage, and horseradish. These foods contain glucosinolates, which decompose in several other chemicals that inhibit the growth of cancer cells, stop them from migrating to other organs, and promote the death of damaged cells. The consumption of these foods have shown some connection with a decreased risk of getting some types of cancer, but since these foods are often eaten in combination with other ones, it's hard to assess the degree in which they can actually prevent cancer by themselves. There's still a lot of research needed on human models, and while cancer can be triggered by elements out of our control, like the environment or our genetics, this doesn't mean we can't do anything. We can take measures to lower the risk of getting cancer. As with all diseases, the best thing you can do for you and your health is to keep a balanced, natural diet, keeping the meats low and the veggies up. Avoid nocive habits such as drinking and smoking. Keep your body strong and give it the weapons to keep the nasty criminal at bay. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you can learn more with our next videos.